What's better than 140? 240s. I was a chef for 18 years and used this knife every day. Here's why you should have one. A 240 mil Gyuto is also known as a 10-inch chef's knife, or a chef's knife, or a big knife. It opens all kinds of doors in your kitchen, it makes a whole bunch of hard jobs easy, and it's a knife that's incredibly versatile that can be used and enjoyed all day long. From November 28th to December 8th, all 240 millimeter Gyutos are on sale for 20% off. Today I'm going to show you why a knife like this is so great, and we're going to cut some stuff to prove it. This is a squash, and this knife does an awesome job cutting it. Squashes are dense and heavy. When you've got a long knife, it can slide more, you have more power. Longer, bigger knives cut bigger, harder things way easier. Watch me dice it. While you can cut everyday things like peppers with your everyday knife, a bigger knife will certainly make it easier and faster. And I can do fine work with it as well. A 240 excels at everything. Maybe you've decided to make a whole bunch of nachos and you want to have a ton of green onions. Maybe it's baked potato night. You got a smaller knife, you'll probably cut 2, maybe 3 at a time. Just a manageable amount. Well, with a 240, you can manage more at one time. When you've got a bigger knife, you can do more work at the same time. More knife, more cutting. I did all of this at the same time. Buying primal cuts and doing butchery at home will save you money. A knife this big can also take the place of a carving knife, so it's really versatile. Carefully not cutting into the bones, but beside the bones. You can take the bones off, and now we can cut this into pork chops, and we can keep some of it to make a pork roast. When you buy whole pieces of meat, you end up with trim that you can turn into ground, or you can turn it into stew or stir fry, and really get a lot of value out of buying a less expensive cut because you're paying yourself to cut it, you're not paying someone else to cut it. The length of the knife really lets you do one smooth sliding motion and avoiding those jagged cuts you get by moving a knife back and forth a bunch when it's shorter. Oh dang. You might not get to lovingly roast a piece of meat that often, but when you do, it's such a righteous thing. You ought to do a nice job when you're carving it. Sometimes buying a carving knife might not be the thing you want to do. It's not a knife you use that often. A 240 is a great option because it can do a great job carving on top of all of the other awesome things it can do. In case you forgot, from November 28th to December 8th at knifewear.com, all 240 Gyutos are 20% off. The one I just used in the video is the 240 Shiso from Haruyuki. What a great all-arounder. Carbon steel core, stainless steel cladding. And we've got tons of others. Whether you're looking at this Masakagi Kumo, which is beautiful Damascus steel, thin blade, light and amazing as well as beautiful. We've got a Masakagi Yuki, which is again got this beautiful layer of cladding of stainless steel on the outside of a hard carbon steel core. This knife will be crazy sharp forever. And we even have some real stunners like this 240 from our friend Kurosaki. What a beautiful knife and a crazy cool handle. And sometimes you prefer that Western style handle. A go-to all-around winner every day is the Haruyuki Goma. We've sold this knife for well over a decade to thousands and thousands of super happy people. I even have one myself. Always a trusty knife. Not only will you find these beautiful 240 Gyutos on sale at knifewear.com from November the 28th to December 8th, you will also find them at all of our stores. That includes our store in Toronto, Ottawa, Edmonton, Calgary, and Vancouver, and worldwide at knifewear.com. If you live in one of those cities, please pick up in store. If you need help deciding on your next knife, give us a shout. hello@knifewear.com has people waiting to help you figure it out. Our job is to help you find the best knife for your situation. Jacob wants you to leave him a comment and let him know if you think this video sucks. Leave your comments below. Hopefully you liked this video and it helped. Go buy yourself a great big new knife. Talk to you soon.